So the Clippers fought all the way back from a 35-point deficit to win the game in the last few seconds, but this was more of an epic meltdown by the Wizards than a heroic journey by the Clippers. When the Clippers doubled Beal here, they figured they'd make anyone but number 3 beat him. But just like the coach drew it up, Beal fumbles the ball, luring Hartenstein out of the way before canning this triple, letting the crowd know just to chill, he's got it under control. So what do the Clippers do in a must-score situation? A pin down for Kennard? How about a pick and roll for man? I got it. A ball screen for Isaiah Hartenstein. It's so crazy, it just might work. As he clears out with a rip through, but doesn't have enough touch to make it. Man tries an ill-advised tip dunk that gets deflected, and now the Wizards have this game in the proverbial bag. When a game ends like this, you want to be there, and that's where our sponsor SeatGeek comes in. Do me a favor and download their app. Use my code BBALL and save $20 off your first purchase. It's well worth it when you find out how they scour the internet for the best prices and grade them to let you know what kind of a deal you're getting. There isn't a better place for all your sporting event and concert needs. Get your head in the game, and the rest of your body too, with SeatGeek. After this corner 3 doesn't fall for the Clips, and Kennard didn't realize KCP was hanging back, the Wiz are now easing on down the road with an insurmountable 8-point lead. You might want to sit down for the rest of this. Why on earth would Montrezl Harrell take a foul at half court here? We can't quite see it, but the Wizards had guys back, and the last thing you want to do is stop the clock on purpose. The clock is your friend. The Clippers go small so they can press, and explain why they have Kyle Kuzma handling the ball under pressure rather than Spencer Dinwiddie or even KCP. Check the almost carry and then the blatant travel as he splits his feet after picking up the dribble. But what are they doing? Why are they firing the ball up to a bad free throw shooter near the hoop? Like I said, the clock is their friend. They should be running another 8 seconds off before looking at the basket. You tell me, by looking at his face, does it feel to you like he's prepared to hit 2 free throws to end the game? I didn't think so. And there's no excuse to get caught so far out of position off a missed free throw. It still shouldn't matter. With a 5-point lead, less than 19 seconds to go, Justice Winslow is telling Reggie Jackson what his post-game plans are, since this game is over, right? This is funny, an old-fashioned middle school stack out of bounds play. It works fine, they run clock down, but explain this. With KCP and Dinwiddie out there, why is the worst free throw shooter standing in the one spot Beal can pass to? Of course, he only splits the pair of free throws, giving the faintest glimmer of hope to the visiting team. No timeouts left for the Clippers, and the Wizards would be better off preventing a 3 and almost conceding a 2 if they can get them to run a few seconds off the clock. This out-of-bounds play wasn't conceived well and executed even worse. I think Kennard was supposed to set a back screen and get his man to drop a little bit, and then immediately come to the ball off a Hartenstein cross screen. KCP doesn't come out, and Luke bombs this wide-open shot from 35 feet. Kennard's embarrassed by the shot, or maybe he feels bad for the Wizards considering what comes next. Washington goes back to the 6th grade stack out of bounds play. Spencer, you go stand there not open, and Kispert, you're coming off a double screen open, but you better just turn around and stand there while 2 cutters run parallel routes leading to a 5-second call. Wes Unseld Jr. looks panicked at this point, having lost 32 of the 35-point lead. And I thought he was telling his guys to take the foul since they're up by 3 with under 10 seconds to go. But maybe he was just finding out what their post-game plans were, because you're not gonna believe this. Not only do they not foul in the backcourt when they should have, they kind of try to foul Kennard as he's coming to the ball. But look how there just isn't much contact at all by Dinwiddie, but there most certainly is contact by Brad Beal while he's shooting the ball. Kennard hits it, hits the free throw to finish the Wizards off, and based on Beal's comments after the game, this might have been the last straw that gets him demanding a trade to a team with more wins. I don't blame him, to be honest.